sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Looking to throw on second down. Herring. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll swing this out to Tony. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herring. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Everybody scoot up. Heavy. My five. Hey, pick your game up. My five.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Come up the ball hard. Mike 5. Mike 5. Echo, echo. Five's the Mike. Five's the Mike. Okay, double up, double up.
Now it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Switch up, switch up. Mike 5, Mike 5.
Fields throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Randy Gregory able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On first and 10, Herring finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters this week?
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On second down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike Bell, they can't hang with us.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down throw. Fields going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw again on second down. Fields toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Three. Come on, you 1-8. What's the curl?
On first down, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air again, Fields. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off-play action. Herring. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herring. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Herring. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Fields now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats Hits it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Man open is Robinson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Again, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They're going to go. It's Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 15.
Check number 6. Check number 6. Trip. You got trip. You got 3.
From the gun, Herring.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. You ain't got nothing. Jump.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it is 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Come on, fellas.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Herring. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Check, hurt, hurt. Go check, go check. Check 50, check 50.
On the jet sweep, here comes Tony.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Akers.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Flushed out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, it's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Bound to lose one. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
43's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Off play action. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
We want this. Hey, wait. Check safety. Kill. Check 99. Check 99.
On second down now. It's Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Montgomery. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Come on, D. 29 is the mic. Mic 29. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Play action. It's Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And one last throw here for Fields. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It will only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Giants, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll return home next week to take